there, tribe? What's up, world? I am Bianca, and welcome to another video that I'm presenting to you guys. So for today, I want to talk to you guys about, Captain Marvel, because it's in less than a month, we will finally be able to see her in the big screen, and it's pretty much a big deal, especially for every one of us fans of Captain Marvel, the Carol Corp. All of us have been waiting for this moment ever since it was announced that they were going to be producing a movie for that. And I remember all the speculation about what that movie is going to be, how it's going to incorporate Carol into the Marvel universe, and also who's going to play Carol Danvers. And now we know the answer to some of those questions, and we now know that some of the stipulations and the theories that some people have on this prior to the release of the trailers, that some of them are so far-fetched that it's just impossible to happen. Now, I'm making this video because I noticed something, especially with the release of the brand new teaser trailer for the movie for Captain Marvel, and it has something to do with what some people, like a minority of them, are commenting regarding the film. Now, if you do not wish to watch the movie for whatever reason, like the first valid reason I can think of that you wouldn't want to watch a movie is because it doesn't pique your interest, or you're not a fan of the genre, and that's okay. That's totally fine. Each of us has different likes and dislikes and reasonings behind this, but those people that I noticed in the comment section, even in the comment section of Twitter accounts that are specifically catering towards the fans of Captain Marvel or Carol Danvers, even to those accounts, there are some people who would comment that this movie is going to bomb, that it would be the worst Marvel Cinematic Universe movie ever made, that it would make producers rethink about making movies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe that has a female lead. And they don't really give that much reasoning behind it, but the most common I have seen ever since the first trailer was dropped, like the first one they commented on, was how Brie, the actress who plays Captain Marvel, doesn't smile in the first trailer, which is really, in my opinion, such a stupid argument to make, especially if you put into consideration what the trailers were showing. Like, they were showing her falling from the sky and crashing. It showed her a glimpse of her like punching an old woman who is a Skrull, and then it showed her fighting some more, and then showed her, I think, being tortured. Now tell me why she would smile in those scenes. Now I know Captain Marvel likes to fight, but in those particular scenes, there is no reason why she wouldn't smile. And there are countless of trailers, especially for Marvel movies or superhero movies, that featured male leads, where this particular gripe that some people have, it didn't matter to them, because even in those trailers, you don't see Iron Man smiling as he's being punched by Captain America, or you don't see Captain America smiling as he faces off against Bucky, or, the Hulk smiling because he's being attacked. He usually just, growls or grimaces, and not really an actual smile. But apparently, because Captain Marvel is a female, that she has this need to smile in the trailers, even though it really doesn't need her to do so. And then came the second argument that some people seem to want to have. It's that Captain Marvel's attire, her superhero costume, it doesn't look good, and neither does Carol's Kree outfit. It doesn't look good, and they would go so far as to say that Jude Law's costume is better, which is just so funny because when you look at the two costumes together, there's nothing different about them. They're basically the same. Now, the only reason that Captain Marvel's uniform or her superhero costume is different is because of the color that it changes into. But if you look at the Jude Law's costume and Brie's costume, as she is part of that Kree military thing that we will be seeing maybe a lot of in the movie, they're basically the same. So I don't really get why these people would hate Brie's costume but praise Jude Law's costume, even though, again, they're virtually the same. So in comes the second trailer, and the second trailer, it's so action-packed. It showed Carol's personality. It shows how sassy she could be, and it even showed a little bit more of how she just enjoys to fight and how she would likes to stand up for something. And then people were still saying that the movie doesn't look good, that they wouldn't watch the movie, that they're still saying that Brie couldn't act even though she's an award-winning actress, and that Carol is boring based from the short amount of time and those little clips put together, edited together to give that trailer. And then came this new trailer. There's another one. It's a Super Bowl trailer, but it's basically the same as this newest one from the Grammys, and it shows, or we hear the people in Carol's life telling her things that she cannot do because she's a woman, which is it didn't really outright say it, but you know that that's what they're pertaining to. And we see at the end Carol saying that, or Captain Marvel saying that she's done listening to people telling her what she can't do. And some people were so mad about this that they keep on insisting that the movie was totally gonna bomb. It's going to be the worst MCU movie ever. And again, I keep wondering why they are giving these criticisms, even though there's basically nothing yet to criticize because this movie isn't even out yet. And then there's some people claiming that the movie is bombing so hard no one's watching it right now because what? Like, what the heck is that argument, really? So yeah, so I began thinking the reason, trying to think up of a reason why people wouldn't like this movie to succeed, because really there's no reason for wanting that unless you're also the same people who were offended by the Gilead ad. They were fighting against toxic masculinity, and everyone who knows Captain Marvel, who read her comics, knows that how much Carol Danvers hates that and how much she stands up against that. And the way I see it is that those people who want this movie to fail are the very same people who are offended by an ad that is just telling men to do better, to be better, to do good. And it's so confusing for me because why are you offended by being reminded to be a good person if you're already a good person? In the same way that why are you offended or why are you threatened by this movie because a female is leading this movie, is the hero of this movie, and just because that particular hero has been dubbed as the strongest MCU superhero to date and Earth's mightiest defender. So the way I see it, people might not enjoy watching this movie if they are a part of that toxic masculinity and fragile masculinity circle. because the way I see it, this movie, based from the trailers that we have depicting Carol, and especially in this Grammy trailer, which really gave life to why I'm making this video. It's the reason why I'm making this video. The comments on that trailer, the way I see it, that trailer alone, it's sort of meant to uplift women and empower women, empower kids, little girls, because that's something that Captain Marvel does. She inspires, especially little girls. It's the reason why there's even a Miss Marvel character, and why so many heroes after so many villains turned heroes are turned because of her. So why you would hate a movie you haven't even watched yet is really beyond me. Now, if it's not, if you do not like superhero movies, then you do not actually need to comment on them and to actually waste your time to criticize something you do not even know anything about, or you just a flat out hate. The only reason you will do that is because you actually hate it. That's it, just pure hatred. And that's something that I believe this movie is trying so hard to fight against. And also, again, it's for empowering little girls. It's the whole reason for the Captain Marvel challenge. Now, if you guys do not know, it's sort of a charity thing where I'm gonna post links on the description below where you can donate money in order to let little girls, underprivileged girls, to be able give them a chance to watch this movie. And it's a wonderful charity. They did it as well for Black Panther, so I think that it's now a trend to these sort of movies that sort of fights for something and has a statement to say, which again, I think that's another reason why some people hate this movie already, is because they see it as a social justice warrior kind of thing. And again, I'm wondering, why are you so angry about something that wants to remind people of the good in them, to remind them to do better, to remind them to be better? So yeah, if you guys are interested, I'm gonna be posting links on the bottom, on the comment section below, and where you can donate an answer to that challenge, to that Captain Marvel challenge, and help these little girls watch the movie for free, of course. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. As you guys can see, it's a different setup, sort of, but I'm trying some things out. So yeah, this is, I think it's my 5th vlog post, for a reason that I do not think I will be putting this on entertainment section, even though it's basically just a rant about how some people are, it's basically, I feel like this is basically the same when it comes to those people who hate The Last Jedi. Again, I do not understand why they would hate that. I think they hate the fact that Luke Skywalker died at the end, or died the way he did, even though if you look at how he changed after the events between him and his nephew, and how he sort of just gave up and then finally redeemed himself at the end. I think that's beautiful, and I think that's basically what Star Wars ultimately is. It's about hope, it's about light, it's about standing up for what you believe in, and it's about forgiveness and redemption, which is basically the same as what the original trilogy is. And it's one of the things that makes Star Wars such a fantastic movie to watch and memorable movie to watch. And I feel like this Captain Marvel movie is the same, in a way that it sort of aims again to bring out the good, to remind people of that, and to show them that yes, women leading movies can make money, they can draw crowds, and that they have a lot of things to say and a lot of things to fight for, and that yes, women can be superheroes too, we can be heroes too. And well, that's that for this video. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in my other videos. Until then, you guys know the drill. Dream on, fly on. Oh, by the way, if you agree to any of this, then just comment in the comment section below if you do, and if you don't, then don't just, you know, press the thumbs down. Because if you want to argue about your stance, if any of this offended you, then I would like to know why. I would like to understand where that is coming from, and not just because you're saying you're not. I think one of the most common comments I've read is that it always begins in "I don't have something against women," followed by "but," and then goes on to criticize something that really doesn't deserve any criticism. So yeah, if you guys have something to say, then do so in the comment section below. And if you like this video, don't forget to click the thumbs up button. Until then, this time for real, I'll see you all in the next video. Dream on, fly on. Bye bye now. What's up, Dreamer Tribe? What's up, world? I am Bianca, and thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed the content of this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button to let me know. And also, if you haven't subscribed yet and you want to be a part of the Dreamer Tribe, just hit on that subscribe button. We also have tons of different content here on my channel, so be sure to check those out. Until the next video, dream on, fly on.